What's up guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Maddie, I am 24 years old and I am from the UK. I have recently had a nose job, a septo rhinoplasty. I put a video up a few weeks ago, like a vlog style video of my whole process. I'll drop the link to that video in the description here if you want to go see it. I initially planned to do a Q&A video 6 months after. It can take up to a full year to see your actual results because your nose is constantly changing and the swelling is going down. But I had a lot of questions on my last video and I just wanted to do like a quick Q&A and answer some of those, and then I will do an update again in maybe 6 months time to show you how it's completely healed, I guess. I'm going to include some like before and after pictures of my nose like throughout this video anyway, but just so you can see it in like the flesh. That's what you're gonna say. I'll give you like a little bit now. And remember, this is 1 month post-op. It's still swollen on the front here. By the way, I am sorry the state of my hair today. I had it braided yesterday. I've slept on it so it looks a bit of a mess, but I'm trying to rock the messy braid look, I guess. Okay. Okay.
So I just want to show you some like before and afters. This video is on the operating table. I'm still asleep. You can see that my hump has been like removed and straightened, and the tip's also been lifted. So for 2 years before I had the surgery, I actually had a non-surgical nose job. So you can see here, my nose is like, it was way too big for my face still, I thought, but it was straight compared to how it was before. These photos are literally my nose in its natural form. You can see there's like a slight hump in the middle and the tip's droopy, which I always hated. I wanted to fix this.
So this question was quite an interesting one because when I was researching before my surgery, I never came across anything like this, and I didn't really think about it because, I mean, in my eyes it's different for everyone, I guess, but in my eyes, once you get surgery, you're like, and you have your cast off and everything, and you see your results, and hopefully you like them, you're super happy and you're already feeling quite happy and ecstatic about it. So this question was, did you have rhinoplasty blues? Like, were you depressed after the surgery? No, I didn't and haven't had any like rhinoplasty blues. I haven't been feeling depressed at all. I guess it's different for everyone. I think it's taken a lot of getting used to. So just like general day to day, sometimes I forget and you look in the mirror and you're walking past someone and you're like, oh, that's my new face, that's my new nose. So it's taken me getting used to it, but no, I've not been depressed at all. If anything, I've been like super happy. But like I said, I guess it's different for everyone. And if you know that you're sort of subject to a little bit of depression and feeling low anyway, then look into that definitely before and talk to your surgeon about it. That'd be my main advice. Yummy. Hair and water. Okay, so things that may help with pain, swelling, just general advice, post-op, etc. I was told initially, actually no, I wasn't told. I did research, I looked into what people would recommend before I had my surgery. A lot of people said to take arnica tablets a few weeks before to reduce as much bruising as possible. I mentioned this to my nurse and my surgeon before my surgery, and they said 100% don't. They used to recommend it, but they had so many people saying that it would cause more bleeding afterwards and in some cases more bruising as well. So I went with their advice and I didn't, and they just said to let it heal naturally. I just took really strong painkillers a week after, so I took cocodamol. It's like codeine and paracetamol mix. But I wasn't in pain. I'm not sure if that's just the painkillers, but I was just uncomfortable. I was just feeling really stuffy in my nose. So you have like your big cast on, and it's a little bit hard to breathe through your nose for the first few weeks, so just bear that in mind.
So if you didn't see my previous video, these are like the stages I went through in my recovery process. You can see in this photo my eyes are like dreadfully swollen, and then it got better. The swelling sort of went down my face and into my cheeks for a bit, and after that it just sort of went back to normal.
Get a V-neck pillow. You have to sleep upright for 2 weeks after surgery. Just make sure, this is so you obviously don't bang your nose when you're sleeping and stuff like that. Also reduces swelling as well. An ice pack. So if you rest, get an ice pack like I did, and rest it above your eyes, forehead here, with like elastic on the back, so you don't have to hold it or anything. You're probably going to feel like quite hot and flushed. I did. So it just helps you feel a little bit more comfortable. You have your cast off. You want to get a 100% natural seawater nasal spray. This one's just like a for hay fever and allergies, 100% natural seawater. So it just helps to flush all of like the blood clots and bogies you have in the nose. And I'm still using this now, 1 month post-op, and I'll probably use it for a few more months just to make sure that everything is cleaned out of my nose. So 100% recommend this. Do you have one scar between your nostrils, or do you have external scars? No. So I think there's a difference between an open rhinoplasty and a closed rhinoplasty. I had a closed rhinoplasty, so I believe the closed rhinoplasty, they do everything through the inside of your nostrils. So there's no external scarring at all whatsoever. I think an open rhinoplasty is a little different. I think you may get a few scars, but your septum is below here. So again, this is a really interesting one for me because this is something that I was actually most nervous about. Can you explain more about what it was like to get put to sleep? Like more about the whole process. Could you feel anything? Did you wake up in surgery? So I did a lot of research into this. This is the #1 thing. I've never been put under before, so I was a bit skeptical, and I was like, oh no, what if I wake up halfway through? I mean, I know it's basically impossible, I guess, but leading up to my actual surgery on the day, I was laying on the bed in the surgery room. The nurses there spoke to me through the whole thing and made sure that I was calm and at ease. So a needle goes into your hand. They basically count down from 10, or in my experiences, this is what happened. I felt like a cold sensation run up my arm, and it was feeling very cold, like in the top of my head. And then I was knocked out. I can't remember anything after that, and the only thing I remember is I was back in my hospital room for the night. Just felt like I had a really deep sleep. I felt like I just woke up from being asleep basically, so it wasn't painful at all, don't remember anything. It was pretty easy. I don't know what all the fuss was about. So I've had this question a lot. Retake that. But the name of my surgeon. So my surgeon, a man called Dr. Roshira, I've got the accent there, Dr. Roshira. I had my surgery through a UK cosmetic company called Transform. So I was recommended him through them. I understand though that he does work in Harley Street in London as well, and he's also abroad all of the time, so I'm sure that he operates and can travel to do surgery and stuff like that. I went to see loads of surgeons before I picked him to make sure that I was going for the right surgeon. I actually went for my first consultation in May 2018 with him, so it was a while ago. I went to see loads of different surgeons. I went to check loads of places before I made my decision. I went back for my second consultation probably about 4 months after that. He did a before and after computerized image, so I could see what he had in mind and what he thought my nose could look like realistically. As soon as I saw that, I knew that I had to go with him because he had exactly the results that I had in mind and that I wanted to go for. And it's also really important, the reason why I really liked him and I went for him is because he didn't promise me anything. He said, you know, although it's going to be an improvement, there's no such thing as a perfect nose, and you can't make it tiny, because if I had a tiny small nose, it wouldn't look good for my face shape. It's all about making your nose match the proportions of your face, so that's something that kind of reassured me. Here's his Instagram. I'll put a link to contact him in the description below if you want to see more of his work and if you want to get in touch with him. These are all of the questions I've had for now. If you have anything else that you want me to answer, please feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I will do like an update video in a few months' time. I hope this has proved to be useful for people who, you know, if you want to get a nose job. I hope this has been helpful and informative. If it has, give me a thumbs up, drop some love in the comment section, and subscribe to my channel. I don't just talk about my nose job all day, I've got some exciting content coming. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Peace out. See ya!